Dude, let's because we don't do like a proper intro on this.
Right.
This is what I love about having you on specifically today. I don't know when this is coming out, but we're just two sleepy-headed boys.
I know.
Like you can tell you drank too much, and you could tell I smoked too much weed and played video games last night.
What do you play?
Well, I got a Steam Deck, which is kind of like a Nintendo Switch, but a manager from the stand, Joe, put every Nintendo 64 game on.
Wow.
And a bunch of PS2 games on. So I've been playing NBA Street.
Oh my God. I remember that you could do the like skip to my loose spin dribble shit.
You have no idea how fun that game is.
Yeah. No, I remember.
And
it was great.
Came out in 03. So there's like Shaq and Kobe are on the Nuggets have nobody. This is pre-Carmelo.
Van Exel and McDice.
Dude, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
I think it's Van Exel. I don't think it's McDice. You were at a Knicks game last night.
I was.
And you sent me a picture of you yelling.
Yeah.
From what? ESPN?
I think the Knicks posted it. People tagged me in it on Twitter, but I was
Are you getting very comfortable at Knicks games?
I had a few too many drinks and I was talking shit. One of the best parts was at the end of the game, what's his name? Şengün on the Rockets, the big man who they call Baby Jokic. He can hoop.
Yeah.
But he was talking shit. And we're up like 18. The Knicks are rocking. And he bumps Hartenstein, gets an and one. He goes, yeah, bitch. And I go, bitch, you're down 20. You're down 20. You're the bitch.
And you were under the hoop.
Oh, he heard it. Yeah.
Is there ever been a moment, and I just love this because you are a massive basketball
hardcore.
fan.
I love it.
In a
the way you
that,
love the Niners, I love the Knicks.
Yeah, you get emotional.
Yeah.
Like we watched.
It ruins moods.
Yeah, we watched Heat Knicks game 4 last year at the Village Underground or at the Fat Black.
Yeah.
We were at the Fat Black, and you were, and I knew exactly. This is like your fandom. You were in the corner by yourself, standing under the TV, looking up. There's like maybe 20 TVs in the place, and you're just in the corner under the TV, and you do a thing where it's like. I think the only other place this happens is funerals where people are staring out at a body of water or a scenic place, and you just, as a friend, come over and stand next to him and go, hey, I'm really sorry for your loss. But I came over and stood next to you, and it was like, like I think sports people outside of sports don't realize that there is a moment in every true fandom where you have a funeral moment where you're like, for me, it was when the Niners lost the NFC Championship game to the Eagles, and I had to deal with a lot of shit talking. But what hurts the most is when your good friends check on you to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, well, look, at the end of the day, I do realize that it's not going to change my life in any way.
Yeah, and it is a game.
It's a
game. We know that.
But I don't know that in the moment.
No.
That I was at all 3 home games for the Knicks Heat series, and I was courtside so I'm friends with Duncan Robinson who plays for the Heat, so that's a tough situation right there.
Well, now you have to cheer against your friend.
Well, I have no problem doing that.
Sure.
I'm booing him. I don't care.
That's fine.
But at one point you forget. There's moments where you forget. So he looks over and he goes, Sam. And I go, oh, what's up? And I put my hand up. He's like, I can't touch you during the game. And I was like, I can't touch you? What was I doing?
That's so funny. That's like you trying to kiss a stripper and they go like, what are you doing? And you go, I don't know, just a slap dance. I felt like we were really connected.
I forgot.
You did this thing where you go, and she goes, what are you doing?
That was crazy because I'm friends with David Hopkins, who's the president of MSG, and he's the man. So he brought me to that game.
Is that from doing the show? Because you and Stav used to do...
he wasn't there at the time.
Okay, because you and Stav used to do a show, for people that don't know, used to do a show on the MSG network.
Yeah,
which
Stavros.
Was fantastic.
You did it, right?
A couple times.
Yeah, you were great on it.
You would have all these New York sports legends on.
James Madden would kill. There were certain guests... I know that. I love that I said you did it. And they're like, yeah, you were great. That was the fakest shit I've ever done.
In LA, you go, have you did the
you
show?
Killed it.
Oh my God, I remember.
No, I remember now though. Yeah, of course. I mean, all my friends did it
because you did it.
Yeah,
it was the most Sam show ever, where you just did it in a small room at MSG Network, and you invited all these comics.
It would be like you and John Starks would be like the guests.
It was nuts.
Well, I said
like
next
Mark
to him at that
Bravaro and me and Mad Dog.
It was so weird, yeah, because they were just like, well, who can we get? And I'm like, any comic I'm on the lineup with at the Cellar tonight.
Yeah,
you know?
and you would get comics and New York sports legends.
Yeah,
but now that our careers have progressed, what I love is watching my friends that I've known forever get big enough where they can start interacting with the things that I know they truly love. For me, it was the first one I saw was Michael Che getting in with the WWE. Like when I saw, because Che and I are both huge wrestling fans. We're on a wrestling thread. We text about it all the time. When he was like, do you want to go to Raw with me on Monday Night Raw? And I was like, yeah, cool, dude, whatever, I'll go. And we were ringside. I was like, this is insane. Yeah. Like that's the first jump. But you, from the time I've known you and your whole life, you've been a diehard Knicks fan. Yeah. But now you're like,
I got an angry look from Tony Brothers, the referee, last night because I got angry at a foul call, and I was like, that's not a foul. And he's like that funny ref. You can look him up if you know Tony Brothers. He kind of turned to give me one of these, like,
yeah, it's fun.
So funny.
How fun is that?
It was funny.
And that is the difference between, I'm a huge football fan. I'm a huge NFL fan. I love college football. But basketball, the great thing about basketball is they can hear you.
Yeah.
Football, they can't hear you. They can hear the boos. They can hear the crowd. But unless you're like screaming or have a voice that can cut through, bombing. Now you're from New York, so you started comedy here, you went to college here, so everyone that you've grown up with has watched you get better. Yeah,
it's weird, right? I mean, because they see those low points early on. But
then they're over it.
Well, there's advantages and disadvantages. You move from you're a big fish in a small pond from some other city. You come here with some juice. Everyone saw me when I sucked.
Well, that's the whole thing. I was talking to Carmen Lynch about this on this podcast where I was like, it's good for them to see you suck because the expectations are then tempered. Where they're like, I've seen him do stand-up. Yeah. Not that great. But hey, he's chasing his dream. Whereas
if they see you 3 years later and you haven't gotten better.
I would say it's worse because I moved Denver to Tucson and went to college, started in Tucson. Nobody I grew up with saw me do it.
Tucson's a weird place, too, because it's like you're not in Phoenix.
No, it's a C room. Yeah. So I was learning how just to stand on.
What was the name of that room again?
Laughs. It's still around.
I tried to get in there when I was doing my own booking. And
guess what? Yeah. I tried to get in there last year. At the end of last year, I wanted to do a Wednesday show. Turns out they don't return calls to agencies.
Wow.
I was like, guys, I would love to go to Tucson and do a one-nighter at Laughs. And they were like, no. They just said no. And you're like, I started there.
An off night?
An off night.
Yeah.
Open the doors.
You don't want to make money?
Yeah. I'll sell some tickets.
You'll sell
I'm not saying it's to be crazy, but I would like to go back and perform at the room I started. That's what sucks because you're like, it's a different owner. It's different people. Now the new owner's son books it. He doesn't know me from a can of paint, so it's fine.
Yeah, but they could Google you and see that you've done shit.
But it wasn't worth the hassle. I tried and it didn't work.
Yeah, but you're sick of proving shit. Like just have the places book me that know I'll
just go to Phoenix. Yeah. You're like, I'll see you. Just come up to Phoenix. But because I moved to Tucson and then I moved to New York, the people I grew up with never saw me do stand-up. And then when I came back to Denver and did stand-up, I was okay. But they had this expectation of like, oh, he lives in New York. He must be awesome now. And then they see you and you're like, I wish you would have watched me when I was an open micer. I fucking sucked and you should be over this. That's how I felt. Like
you were someone that I had heard good things about. Like people, you were a guy that were like, oh, he's funny, Dan Soder. And then I'd see you and I was like, so I already had expectations.
Yeah.
But you were fucking hilarious. I mean, I still remember a joke of yours. Like, I love when a joke just not only sticks out to me, but just stays in my mind for, I don't know, 16 years.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So the joke I remember, and I apologize if I'm butchering it, but you had a joke about how people at Whole Foods were rude. They were like, oh, we don't have soda. We have we have sparkling water. Yeah. And then you go, that's not how you do business. You do business, you have like a greeter at Walmart, someone who's adorably slow.
Yeah,
you walk in like, fuck it, I want to buy a flat screen.
Yeah, that was
the gist of it, right?
That was you nailed it. That was like one of the first jokes I had. Because when I moved to New York, I was hacky as fuck.
No, you weren't hacky.
Well, you're coming from Tucson, so you're doing like road stuff. But you weren't hacky,
you were young. I mean, that joke is like a point of view joke from a young comic.
But I wrote that Walmart joke here, and I was like, that was one of the first jokes.
Then I didn't know you when you first moved here, but
when I wrote that, I was like, because when I moved here, I was doing like lifestyles of the rich and famous jokes. I was doing jokes that you're like,
we were young, man.
I know, but you look back at it.
Yeah, like, I have friends who knew me then, and they will yell out punchlines of old bits of mine. I'm like, all right, we get it, dude. I didn't come out of the gate fucking killer. What do you want from me?
You were a great writer early. Just on a walk with Myrtle. This feels like a shitty version of like a 90s rap video when they had a dangerous dog, and you're like, yeah, Myrtle won't be coming with me, but I'll be headed to Go Bananas in Cincinnati, March 8th and 9th. And then the 10th, Lexington, Kentucky. We're adding a show at Comedy Off Broadway. Sit. You gotta walk with me, talk with me on a nice walk with the dog. We got March 28th through the 30th. I'll be at Zany's in Nashville, one of my favorite clubs in the world. That's the home of Nate Bargatze, in case you didn't know, the king of Nashville. After that, ooh, the 11th through the 13th, Omaha Funny Bone, Nebraska. You made me sleep in your parking lot, but I'm coming back for your shows. Myrtle's excited, I'm excited, she's smelling stuff. Look at her, this dog just don't give a shit. Let her smell, let the dog smell. I smell some other dates too. DC Improv, the 19th through the 21st, another great club. What's that? You got more dates there, Myrtle? How about Comedy Connection, Providence, Rhode Island? That's May 9th through the 11th. DanSoder.com for all the tour dates. No, Myrtle will not be on the road with me, but she'll be in my spirit, right? There you go. Look at this dog. She doesn't give a shit about me. All she cares about is smells and treats. Take a dump. Please take a dump right now. Nothing would be funnier. Is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it? We got a dump? I don't think we do. Myrtle, sit. Look at, watch behind you. Myrtle, come here. Sit like this. Sit. Sit. Yeah, don't look at me though. You're being too good of a dog. Sit. Sit. Hey, I'm going on the road, bud. She's not happy about it. Hey, I'm going on the road to Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Omaha, Nebraska, Washington, D.C. I'm also going to be in Providence, Rhode Island. Okay, bud? But I love you, and I'm going to bring you home food for treats and other fun stuff. I'm pretty pumped about that. Watch me let her go. She's like, get me the fuck out of here. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Myrtle, come here.
You got it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my dog's jumping up on you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, she's jumping up on everyone. Hey, nice meeting you.
Myrtle.
Myrtle, it's going down. We're going on the road. Everyone, she's so excited. We're going on the road. Oh, Myrtle. Oh, Myrtle, we're going to go. Myrtle, it's road time. Watch your arm. Myrtle, it's road time. It's road. Oh. I'm just gonna like it for the B-roll of Myrtle. I'm like, yo, just hit me with a Myrtle music video.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just trying to be your own kid's pop star.
Yeah. Just do covers of songs for dogs. Look, she goes nuts because there's gelato around this place. She's gonna lick the concrete. Smells. I can't smell, but she can. So she goes nuts.
Is it all poo or all pee?
Oh yeah, we already got the pee and poo earlier. So this is just a smell walk. This is a sport walk.
Yeah, what is the lifestyle of a New York dog, really?
They smell everything. Look, oh, piss. I'm taking a piss, dude. Taking it twice. Good pee. Don't step in it. Great job. That's what you do. You got to improv when they go around the scaffolding. Dude, I didn't think we were going to get a piss, you fat bitch. Now I'm going to walk her late. I call her a fat bitch because I love her. Also, it's proper because she's a dog. She's a female dog. So I can call her a bitch and people can't get mad. Because she's a sweet little bitch. Little fatso. Look at her. Look at that sausage, dude. She's going to smell. Restaurants. Outside of restaurants, she's like, what the fuck is this? Smells everything. But that's how she enjoys her day, you know? This is her getting high and playing video games. She's like, I'm doing you. Oh, did she almost get that sunflower seed? Whew. Bird dog. You didn't even go for him. Damn, oh, you're eating something. What are you eating? God damn it. She's like, nothing. Oh, me? They eat everything. By the way, if you don't live in New York City, a cool thing is that there's just like chicken bones and shit around. So you're just walking her, thinking, you know, about your day, and then you're like, oh, my dog's eating a fucking chicken bone. See, look at her. She's just living her life. Myrtle, get nuts. Myrtle, get nuts. Get nuts. Eating something. God damn it.
Oh, she got it?
Ugh. She doesn't fuck with the dog park in Manhattan. She doesn't like it. She's like, she's too bougie. She's like, is this concrete? Myrtle, Myrtle, Myrtle. That's our walk song. Myrtle, Myrtle, Myrtle. She's a fat turtle.